Okay. Legal shooting light just started. 7:02. It's about 7:05 right now. Me and Dad are in different spots. Heather, he's over here to my right in our main trophy stand, and I'm in a stand that we just set up this year. We moved it from back behind me, from a ways away. We moved it here into kind of a clearing where I'm set up against this little skinny tree with some coverage over to my left and to my right. I can see in front of me, so I can get a clear shot there. And over to my left, I have a good shot there. And then I can shoot behind me to my right. And so I think we're in a good spot. The wind is blowing over diagonally to my left. And so my dad's wind is blowing straight to me. So I won't be shooting anything over there because he's sitting there and there's trees standing right in front of us. So that's our setup for the day. We'll see what happens.
We're late getting in here. As you can see, it's gun season. There's not much moving. I see a couple doe way out in front of me. I don't think we spooked anything getting in. I had to reinstall the gun bar and Raya's stance, but we're set up, ready to go. Listen to all the shots ring out around us on opening day. Just saw a doe back here, but it's a little one. She was looking behind her, but I don't see anything else coming. There's a second little buck right there. The first one went right over to Raya.
Okay, so what happened there was the doe popped out of the little bedding area and started feeding around me about 15 yards over to my right. And then a buck popped out and started chasing her around. And the doe ran up behind me, which the wind is blowing over to my right, which it's not supposed to. It's supposed to be blowing over to my left. And so the doe came up like 6 yards behind me and was just had me nailed. Just sniffing me, staring right at me, so I couldn't get the camera turned around to get it on her. But that buck looked like it was a small 4-pointer, maybe 5. But then the doe just took off, and then the buck stayed around. He's still back there about 50 yards. I can see him, but yeah.
There's a really big doe standing on our property across the creek in the woods. She's been standing there forever. I don't know if she's gonna come out and come across and give me a shot though.
Just had 3 big doe and 1 small one come right behind me. They came from the ravine and walked back behind me at about 15 yards. The first one was a really big one. The second one was pretty big too. And then the last 2 were pretty small. But then they got behind me. The wind still hasn't shifted to my left. It's still coming right behind me to my right where they were standing. And the big one, the big mature one, caught wind of me and just took off, and then the other ones followed. They went back through the bedding area where that doe and the buck came out, and then they ran into the field in front of Dad. So we've got some action in the first 2 hours of being out here, so should be a good rest of the day.
If your house catches on fire this time of year, no one's gonna call the fire department. They're gonna assume that you're burning leaves. There's that doe. She's bedded broadside to me. She's licking her tail right now. So I've actually got a really steady shot at her bedded broadside right here because of this tree. I just don't know if I want to take her across that creek. It's about thigh deep with really steep banks. Right. this thick stuff, and I can see his rack laying there. I'm gonna have to try to get a follow-up shot. That was a big buck. I got a glimpse of him right as he was going behind me. I think he probably smelled Raya from where he was coming, so he was moving quick. So I had to get on him fast, and then he was about to head off in the other direction. I took a really hard quartering 2-shot, and I think I hit him high. He jumped down into some really brushy stuff, and I thought he was down, and then I saw his rack come up. So I was thinking about going down to get a follow-up shot, and then he stood up, started moving around in the brush down there. And he gave me a follow-up shot, broadside. And so I put it right through him, and then it looked like he was bulldozing straight away from me. But got into some really thick stuff, and I didn't see him actually fall. I'm not exactly sure where he's at. That's a big deer. Big deer. You want to go try and find a big buck?
Yeah, I do.
All right. So you saw him behind you?
I saw a deer run back there, like in a big hurry.
Like up on top of the hill there? Yeah, that had to be him. I don't know if he was coming across straight to me or if he was going to come down here by you, but he smelled you, and then he was in a hurry when he got to me.
So when those deer ran past Dad, they first came up right here, and that big one at the front
Right behind you?
stood right up there at about like 12 yards, but I couldn't get around in time because I didn't hear them until they were right there. So they already walked up there, and they didn't smell me till they were over there.
Yeah.
And then just bolted. But there was
They didn't
4 of them
blow.
at the beginning. No, they didn't blow. There's 4 of them, and then the first one just ran past and then ran up there. But then,
Oh, okay, and the
then
other
the
three
other
went
3 ran
my
down
way.
here.
Yeah, I couldn't get a real positive beat on how big they were.
Yeah, that third one was really
So they
small.
snuck right around the bottom side of the creek here and then just snuck up behind you.
Right there.
That's cool. Okay. So when I saw him, he was coming down the hill, and I think I caught him when he was going right by our stand there. And he came down like through this path and got in here, and I was trying to get turned around. And there's the stand over there. See those thorn branches kind of in the way? Mm-hmm. He came over here, and I was trying to get on him, and it looked like he was going to jump the fence. And then he turned and started coming towards me a little bit, and then stopped and came back and stood here for a second, kind of hard quartering away. And then, you know how like when you shoot, you don't see exactly what happens?
Yeah.
Because the gun jumps. I saw weeds moving for quite a while. And then I saw his rack lift up. And it's super thick from my view, you know. But I saw his rack lift up. And then just stay there and then kind of move a little bit and then stay there. And this was like 3 minutes later or something. And then another buck popped out here, a little one, and he stood up. And then he stood up like facing me for a while. And then he eventually gave me a shot again, quartering away, and he like bulldozed through there. So I'm gonna go look where I shot him the second time and then track him from there. All right. standing when I shot him the second time. Or maybe he'll be out here. Anyway, we got a good trail down here. There he is. He fell. I don't know how I didn't see him fall. Holy crap. Holy crap. Oh my gosh.
Oh my. That's crazy.
What do you think?
That's awesome.
Oh man, he's wide.
Yeah.
Holy cow.
Yep.
Oh heck yeah. Oh, that's awesome. All right, let's drag.
Yeah.
All right. Clean the blood off my hands. All right. Well, we got him. I don't know how I didn't see him fall right there. I think I just psyched myself out and like thought he must have made it into the woods, but he didn't go 40 yards after I shot him that second time. Dude, this is a buck. Awesome buck. We've not seen this.
Mm-mm.
Super wide. Did not give me much time to react, but sure was a fun one. What do you think?
Is that what you laid?
You see him, bro?
No.
Okay.
How big he is.
No, we drug him up there.
I think I do like kitchen meats.
You like catching him?
You want to?
man.
That's awesome.
Yeah. I was putting the mat thing underneath. Nice. Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, this kind of looks like cow.
Woo. Thank you, Lord. Thank you, Lord. We're doing good. Yep, we're all bucked out. No more bucks for us. Oh, glory waving. All right, we're all loaded up, cleaned up. We have the deer in the back of the minivan, which he was a lot harder to fit in, but we got him. Man, that was a fun opening day. I was telling Raya, told a couple other people this year, this is my first double buck year, because every other year I have hunted Ohio, I have not been able to tag a buck in Indiana. So this is the first year that gotten 2 bucks, 2 awesome ones.
Yeah.
So it was fun. You saw a bunch of deer?
Yeah.
Yep. And we'll still be out hunting some for some does, I think. Try and help out family with some meat, but that was a lot of fun.
Yeah.
We've shot 2 big bucks together on opening day now.
Yep.
Opening day has been good to us. Well, I enjoyed doing it with you, buddy.
Yeah.
It's a lot of fun. You made that drag out a whole lot easier. I was super thankful for that. You were hauling that thing. Thankful for the opportunity to hunt like this and the freedom to do it. And got the flag in the background reminding us we get the freedom to do this, and God's given us the animals to steward and manage and love and consume and take care of, and so we love getting to do this.
Yeah.
And love getting to do it together.